Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Down Out Podcast. My name's Doofenshmirtz, and I'm joined today by Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate.
Yes. Isn't it the one with the guy that has a rectangle head and a triangle head?
That doesn't... and he has
And then
green
there's
hair. And then there's the
There's
orange
a
one.
tiny
Yeah.
one, and then there's the tall, skinny one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them
Well, you
doesn't
can't
talk.
really tell how skinny or fat they are. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
because
fucking
one has
like
a triangle head, and the other one has
a
a
square head.
is a
And
rectangle.
then you got the triangle girl sister.
Yeah.
Is she triangle?
Yeah, she's a triangle.
Oh. And there's a platypus, I remember
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Yeah, and he's a rectangle, too.
Yes, yeah,
All
yeah.
your basic shapes, Phineas and Ferb. Thank you for watching. We'll see ourselves out.
Thanks for joining into the Phineas and Ferb podcast.
So, we're back!
Yeah.
After our long-awaited, or wait,
It was neither anticipated
nor did
nor
anybody
deserved.
care. Nor deserved.
Yeah,
I like that one.
we're back.
So,
Once we thought we were out.
yeah.
Pull us back
We
in.
couldn't leave the game. This one will be a little shorter today.
Yeah. We just lost track of time. Is that
Pretty
correct?
much. Yeah.
Got
We
lazy.
just kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Got lazy.
Summer blues.
That was pretty much it, yeah. So.
That's what you would define it. And we missed a lot of movies over the past
We missed talking about movies.
Yeah.
We didn't actually miss any
I didn't miss
movies.
we haven't missed too many. I think we've all kind of collectively seen a few bits of films.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple.
I know we missed Dark
Oh.
Phoenix.
Did
Oh,
anybody
that's
care
okay.
about that, though?
That's okay. You didn't need to watch it. I heard about it.
Yeah, I heard.
What
I heard the
else?
only cool part was the very end, and it was like.
I heard there were no cool parts, actually. I heard that some parts were so
I heard it
bad
was
it made
so-
the rest of the
yeah,
movie
I
bad.
heard it was just boring
worse.
as hell.
Well, and as I predicted, people said Sophie Turner did not do anything.
Well, I heard that Jennifer Lawrence really
Phoned
did.
it in.
Oh, she was like.
Dude, you can tell from the
Can't
trailers.
Well, even like
I'm
there's
just fulfilling my contract.
there's a part in the trailer where you hear Magneto and he's like, "We do this 1,000 times, Charles, and nobody cares." He just like the anguish in his voice. He's just like, "I'm done," and you can tell everyone was done during this film. Everyone.
That's great, because they're not getting a job again.
Oh
no
no!
one's coming back.
Just give X-Men to the mouse.
Yeah.
Just
Give X-Men
You
to
know,
the mouse.
at the very least, we'll get like an Ant-Man out of X-Men, and that's fine.
So what else came out? We had Annabelle Comes Home. Haven't
Did
seen
you see that? Oh, okay.
Well, first Child's Play.
My brother saw it. Annabelle.
Oh, Annabelle?
Did he
Yeah,
like it?
he said it was garbage.
Okay.
But
Cool.
he hasn't seen any of the other ones. But I assume that they are garbage. They're just
Well,
made for the...
1 is shit. 2 is pretty good.
2 is good.
And then 3 is... I've heard conflicting
What?
reports. From
Wait,
people.
which one's Annabelle?
Annabelle Comes Home is the
Well,
third one.
it's all part of the Insidious?
Yeah.
It's
Is it
part
Insidious or
of
The
Conjuring? They're all the same
Insidious
fucking
cinematic
thing.
universe.
Wait,
I know too much about the stupid cinematic universe. It's the Conjuring universe.
it's a
Oh,
Conjuring.
The
So
Conjuring.
you got 1 and 2 of the Conjuring are really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And The Nun sucks. Annabelle
Yeah.
1 is terrible. Annabelle 2 is good. And Annabelle 3 is alright, I guess.
So is this the third or the
This
fourth?
is the third Annabelle, but
And I guess the Curse of La
8?
Llorona is a part of that universe.
that's
too,
technically a part of it too?
Yeah.
Of course.
Well,
that one was pretty garbage.
I've
never
heard-
saw
I've
it,
heard bad
but
things
it
about
was
that show.
garbage. Wasn't... Okay, but so Insidious, doesn't that also have the same actor?
Yeah,
Patrick Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Uh-huh.
Sounds
But-
about right.
It's not the same universe?
But it's not the same universe.
No.
See, that confused me. See, because when I remember watching that,
yeah,
I was like,
I thought they were...
Just
that's
just
why I
know,
always assumed so.
one ghost movie takes place in this time frame, and then Conjuring takes place in the past.
Well,
They're like
yeah.
all period pieces, kind of 70s and 60s
Whatever.
and shit.
They're all just bad rip-offs of The
Yeah.
Exorcist.
Okay, and none of us saw it, so it doesn't
See,
matter.
Any other ones? Like Toy Story 4. So just a
I
bunch
haven't seen it.
a bunch of
I
I've-
wanted
dolls.
I
I
haven't
wanted
seen
to see
it.
Child's Play, and I do want to see Toy... My brother saw Toy Story 4. He said it was actually pretty good.
It's got good reviews, but
Yeah.
I'm sick of seeing Toy Story.
Yeah.
I said that when the third one came out.
Yeah, exactly. The third one, to me, wrapped up things pretty nicely. I don't know why. they made it
Aladdin
fourth.
live action came out.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, IMDb's not too bad. It's 7.4.
Because how can you... There's... At the very least, it's just going to be like, it's not as good as the animation, but
It'll never
it's
be as
it's
good
never
as
not.
animation.
I mean, yeah, it's never going to be as good. But I mean, like, it's always just going to be like, it's
Men in
Aladdin.
Black.
Oh, that was the other big
International
one we missed.
flopped.
Oh, Men in Black?
Flopped.
It flopped?
Did
I
anyone?
think
That's not
when I
surprise.
looked at the total grossing, I think actually Child's Play beat it.
And that one didn't do good.
Oh no, nothing did good. Let me see if I can find that.
A dry summer.
Well, because everybody went and saw Endgame 27,000 times. Everybody spent their $2 billion on that or whatever.
So I'm thinking people,
That had to re-release. I want to see it again.
the general public's only going to see like 3 movies over the summer. Endgame.
Yeah.
So that's maybe like 12.
Well, and it got a re-release.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go see
With
it again.
one scene.
Endgame.
Yeah.
And then people are going to see Spider-Man, and then people are going to see Lion King. Those are and I guess Toy Story. So 4 Disney, and they're all Disney movies.
They're all Disney films.
So all the other
Scary.
studios are like dying of thirst. If you think about
Well,
it.
of course.
This feels wrong.
The mouse is the best.
I just got it.
Does it feel wrong because you're shorter than
It
us?
does. Because I'm already short, and the fact that you guys are in tall chairs is, like, fucked up everything. So, this feels better. Because I'm like...
And he's still shorter than
I'm
us.
still shorter than everybody. Chair, it didn't move up.
And for the listeners at home, we were just talking down to Hunter.
Yeah. It's always...
He's sitting on the ground compared to us.
Pretty much. That is the complete height difference.
I can't find it.
Anything else? I don't think so, but
About films that we missed.
No, there's
we wanna talk
one.
about.
Child's Play we didn't talk about,
What
but no
is
one saw it,
Gemini
and then
movies?
Midsummer.
which I did
Stefan
see.
did see.
Yes.
Oh, and then Spider-Man.
And Spider-Guy. So we didn't really miss anything too important or anything
Well,
super
Midsummer.
good. I
was
mean,
looking forward to that.
Yeah, so
I watched-
want to go.
Stefan watched it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see it sometime soon.
Do you want to just quickly run your thoughts off on that?
Sure. Yeah. So I saw it opening night on Thursday.
Nerd.
Not Thursday. Tuesday night, and I came in with a plan because I've heard things about the film. I hear it's really uncomfortable movie to take your date to. So I was.
Well, yeah, isn't it? Like I think the writer said it was a horror story about a dating experience he had or a breakup.
He said,
"Oh fuck."
This is his quote. He goes, "This is a fantasy horror breakup movie."
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
And so I came in with with this idea I'm gonna see all these couples look all awkward, and I'm like looking around and I'm like, picking people out that I think are gonna walk out.
They're done. Yeah.
Walk out, really.
And then as the film progressed, I was starting to get a little squeamish too, because even at points everyone in the theater was just looking uncomfortable in a good way.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
that's what you want horror
This
to do.
is a film that I think is gonna be very divisive.
Okay.
For the people that want a traditional horror film, they're not gonna get it here. But if they want something more thought-provoking and unnerving,
Okay.
yeah, and it's not really even that original of a concept.
Right.
But the way that he pulls it off is so unique and so, I would say, groundbreaking that
Okay.
I think if nothing else, if you want to see something not a sequel or a remake or based on something, this is one of the best films to see.
A good new original idea. Thank you,
Finally.
Hollywood.
Great.
Finally!
But we're gonna get 2 more sequels, so
I hope.
Don't-
Midwinter.
So
Mid-spring.
it holds up to all of its praise it's been getting.
I don't know. It depends. I mean, I've seen people that liked Hereditary, which is the other film this guy made,
Okay.
and saw this movie, and they're like, it didn't
No.
work for me.
Okay.
But I think it's all about your expectations and just knowing that this is not going to be really a fun movie, and it might be slow at points,
Okay.
but it's deliberate and it knows what it's doing. So you just got to take your time with it and
Strapping for
soak
the
in
ride.
the atmosphere, because it's very atmospheric. And I've never seen a horror movie that takes place primarily in daytime,
Okay.
in a beautiful location too,
Really?
for that
Okay.
matter. So
Huh.
What
was-
about Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Come on, that's
What?
a beautiful.
Who doesn't love
No, I'm
Texas?
just messing with you.
that does count the two.
It is a daytime horror movie, but it's not.
It's-
Texas
it's-
ain't pretty.
It's one of the few daytime horrors.
Tall.
Yeah.
So I would recommend it. I would love to have a spoiler conversation about it. Because
Yeah, I'll
There's-
try and go and watch it eventually.
There's some scenes.
Yeah, I'll watch it when you do. Probably.
There's some scenes that are so crazy that I would just love to.
You see, the way you're talking about it, I'm like, I'm not a horror guy, but now I'm like, well, squeamish. I can be squeamish. I've been squeamish before. I'm ready.
Right.
I want to see what the heck this is.
And there's some brutal gore in this.
There is.
Oh,
what?
I'm
sold.
So fucking gnarly.
All right.
There was 3 people in the crowd that were screaming. They're like, shit,
shit. As the dude's guts are getting pulled out.
Is it like the opposite of the comedy scene in Tropic Thunder?
Oh, yeah,
where his guts
stuff. No,
it's like that, but realistic.
It's probably there's a scene early on, and you'll know when you see it. Well, even the beginning of the film, it starts off crazy. Too,
oh, really?
So, yeah, I recommend it, and I can't wait to have a spoiler discussion with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
God, I'm ready.
Thumbs up.
Right. So, and the other one is, did anybody see Child's Play?
No.
No?
I want to.
I do too, but...
Maybe we'll watch it.
Did you see it?
No.
Alright.
I want to see
Well,
it.
I've heard bad things, so I'm ready to go see it.
I mean, it's Mark Hamill doing the voice.
Dude, that entire movie looks off.
I know.
I've been rewatching Parks and Rec, and Aubrey Plaza being a mom is just not right.
This is like the 5th time you've mentioned this.
It's not right. You guys haven't seen Parks and Rec.
I haven't seen Parks and Rec. I've seen episodes.
Okay.
But I've never watched the full thing.
No,
like,
it's just... And I've even seen her in other things, and she's just...
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about Legion. A couple of...
she's in
like,
Legion?
the first half of the first season. Or, that's all I've seen. But in that, she's playing his dead girlfriend or something.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. Anyways, it's still like, I just can't see her playing a mom. And so, I just want to see that.
You just want to see how that works.
I'm curious. I want to see her performance and
and then kid actors are always fun to watch.
Yeah,
like that. What's that one? Ford
versus Ferrari.
Yeah, with that one kid.
I think so.
Yeah, I can. Can you see it out there?
Yeah.
Yes. Good job, little Timmy. That's a good Forrest Gump impression. And he started out so good.
Yeah.
All right, Spider-Man. I don't care about Spider-Man, so they're gonna talk spoilers. Well, not now, but
yeah.
I said.
I guess just initial thought. Yeah, go for it, Stephen.
So I said, from the very beginning, I was done watching Marvel movies.
Right.
One movie later, I'm watching it. So
I mean,
I'm breaking my own rules.
Could you count Spider? I mean, it's Sony tech. I mean,
it's
Marvel
Sony.
and it's weird, but
well, it's produced by Sony.
It's leaning more towards Sony, which is weird. No.
Does it?
I mean.
Does this one?
I don't know. I might have to take that.
Does it have the Marvel comedy? Or does it have well, then it's a Marvel movie. That's how you know.
All right, so Stefan, you want to go over your thoughts on it real quick? Because I'm already locked in. I don't want to hamper yours.
This is the guy who did Cop Car?
Yeah.
What, for?
The Spider-Man guy who did Cop Car? Wait, this guy's crazy.
I liked it better than Homecoming. But,
Did you like Homecoming?
No, not that much.
Oh, okay.
But it was fine. I don't know. You know where I would rank it? If we're doing an updated ranking, I'd put it where I put Ant-Man 1. So not that good.
You put Ant-Man 1.
Oh, it was low. I don't even need to look back on that episode.
I think you're right.
But I thought the comedy really at points didn't hit with me.
Oh.
And I think there were some really cool moments here and there.
Oh yeah.
I thought Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio, his addition to the film was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was pretty bored and I wanted it to be over halfway through.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right,
Spider-Man fan 458.
Yeah, I went and saw it the opening night. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I liked it. I mean, yeah, I would say it's probably. I mean, again, I still just love the Sam Raimi ones. Like you can't.
Well, yeah.
Like just because they're different films, though. They're different films. They're not superhero films.
Yeah, they're not superhero films. They're barely
Sam
even
Raimi
comic
films.
book films.
Yeah.
You know, it's like somebody read a comic book and when Sam Raimi went. Let's see. Wait, and he smudged out all the words,
guy?
wrote them all back in, and it didn't make any sense.
Exactly.
perfect.
We'll make a film. We'll make 3.
It's perfect.
Yeah. No, I love those ones. This one, I admit, I think I liked it a little bit better than Homecoming. I don't know, just because Homecoming to me was like, it didn't do anything super interesting. It was safe.
It dragged.
And it was
a bit long.
The pacing for it was just off.
Yeah, it felt really weird.
Like the first half, nothing really happened, and then it just spud up in the last.
Is this Homecoming still?
That's Homecoming. Yeah.
Last 40 minutes, I thought it spud up, but everything else
Homecoming was paced pretty
It was
bad,
weird,
but to be fair, I liked Homecoming.
Oh no,
I didn't
liked
think
it.
I'd like it. I actually thought I'd hate it, and I actually ended up. I mean, I've only seen it once, so I can't say I loved it or anything, but the one time I did watch, I really liked it.
No, it's an enjoyable film, and same thing with this one. I think it's just, I just liked it a little bit more than Homecoming, just due to the fact that I think that the pace of it's a little bit quicker. I'd say.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of things happen very quickly.
You get into the meat of the story.
You do. You get into it very quickly. It like literally opens up with kind of like a intriguing little ooh. But I mean, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he was a fun.
Well, at first watching the movie, I was like,
"This is his character."
He's kind of
bland.
He's kind of shitty.
Yeah,
like he's doing a terrible performance here.
Right.
He's milking it, But then something happens.
Yeah.
And then the light switch turns on in your brain.
Like,
you're like, okay,
yeah.
I see what he's doing.
I really liked that because I felt the same way. I was like, this feels weird.
This is just
This
odd.
feels like he's phoning it in. like they were just like,
here,
put on this suit and say these lines.
Doesn't phone it in.
He doesn't though. He
doesn't.
Did, once he
Come on, we've
clicked,
seen Life.
Yeah, that's right. We've seen Life.
If there's ever a movie to phone it in, that would be the one.
Yeah.
And he didn't even really. He was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot.
I think when I was watching, I'm like, man, he really just wanted the Marvel money. That was all. But then something happened. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like once that flip hit. He actually.
I think a problem I had with this movie too was I didn't like the change of the setting.
Oh really?
Yeah, and that's the whole point of the film is
to get him out of New
place.
York. Yeah,
I
appreciated it, but I felt like they didn't.
I think it's funny the way they
use it enough.
Where they put it. Like if it was the third film, I'd be like, all right, but it's kind of like because in Infinity War he says, "You can't be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man if there's no neighborhood," and then he leaves.
Yeah,
he gets back and he's gone.
And he's just like, you know what? I kind of was gone, but no, yeah, I mean I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Also,
I thought it was a good. It's a good. Maybe you might disagree, but I think it's a good thing after Endgame because Endgame is like, kind of like, it's an emotional roller coaster, because it's like, it's all fan nostalgia and shit, and it's like, the culmination of 10 years in this one film, but this one feels like it's a good like, okay, we're back to kind of like, all right, let's just build some stuff, let's do more building on these characters, and I felt like they did a good job, but.
Okay.
I mean, it was just fun. The comedy, there's a couple points, though, that it got me really good. I was like, that's the funniest thing I've heard this year.
Well, I mean, what's his name? The Spider-Man actor, Peter... No, not
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He does some good deliveries.
Oh, yeah.
He has some solid deliveries on, some mediocre lines that when you hear him say it, it's like hit right at home. Like, have you guys seen those Final Fantasy... DLC trailers, Heaven's Sword, or he plays in them, and he's like, I gotta get ready, and it's the what's that show? It's the black guy from, God, it's the curly haired guy. He's always crazy, does the craziest shit, and it's the secondary guy in that show. Anyways, they're just sitting around London, or either flat or whatever, and he's just like pushing, he's doing push-ups, he's lifting the couch up, and he's like, gotta get ready for a video game.
Oh,
and that's why it's so funny. He's like, he has this big ass sword, and he's like,
I've seen those.
Yeah,
those are pretty good. Yes,
they're pretty good. And I'm like,
wow.
It just takes that, and you're like, he always hits those lines.
Oh yeah,
that are funny.
Yeah, but the comedy doesn't work all the time.
Did you see in my theater? Everyone was like dying. I think for the most point, I was just like, Mah. That was the equivalent of my laugh.
That was kind of like, that was kind
goofy.
That my theater was a little weird because it was actually kind of late. It wasn't even that late. I think it was just the Tuesday crowd is a weird crowd. And, like, there were some jokes that I was like, that is so... It's, like...
AMC special day.
Yeah.
It's free movie day.
So it's the weird people that go in there.
It's the people who go every week there.
Yeah, so they're, like, they're just dead at that. They're plugged in.
They're us.
Yeah. They have... Yeah. They got to butter thing in their vein for their popcorn. But yeah, nobody really laughed at some of the jokes that I thought were funny. But then like when like there would be a little meh joke like that, people would start laughing. And
it's just the Marvel crowd.
That is, yeah. But I mean, yeah, there some of the jokes I was like, huh.
I think. Are we good on reviews here?
What?
I want to get into spoilers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Turn it off.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Fuck you. Go.
So I don't think there's really much to say. I mean,
there's not many spoilers.
The character turn that we were talking about is just showing that Jake Gyllenhaal is a villain. Yeah. In the movie.
That's all.
And he's just like a dude. I mean, it's for the people that don't read the comic books, but
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
but I liked his character because he reminded me of his Nightcrawler kind of character.
Yeah, where it's kind of like
he's like a perfectionist.
Yes, yeah,
and he's like, we need to do it this right way,
right?
And really, his whole backstory is he just wants to like.
He just is like a.
He's like a con man. Yeah. He's like a magician.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I like that.
And he has all these holograms, and he's making it look all heroic, but really he's just a sleazy
he's just kind
asshole.
of he's just
and he has no real like character like connection to Peter Parker besides being kind of friendly with him too.
Yeah, that was the only. That? Yeah.
Because it feels like all these villains have a little bit of a character thing with Spider-Man in a way.
Yeah.
But this, he's just like, he's a dick.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I have to kill Spider-Man now.
Yeah.
I love that.
To be fair, almost every Marvel movie has had, their villains are always personally connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Iron Man 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Avengers, they're all, every
it works.
villain is personally connected with those guys.
That's what kind of makes, it can play off well if they do it right. If the
it's easier to do it when they're connected, but if they're not connected and it's still a little good synergy.
Yeah. They did a good job at actually executing that of making them not super connected. Like the only relationship they really have is built in through the movie, and it's very.
They're just like, oh, you're a good kid.
Yeah,
Peter.
They're just partners for a little while, and that's it.
And then like when it turns, he's just like.
I love it.
But he has some really cool moments too, where he's using the holograms to. Change the environment.
Yeah, that was fucking cool.
Make Spider-Man hallucinate, kind of, and
I loved that whole fucking.
That's when the movie was like, it was on probably like a D for me, and it jumped up to like a C+.
Yeah, when
all that shit happened,
dude, I loved it. I thought it was so cool.
So I would say all the Mysterio Peter thing was cool, but
that was neat.
Other than that, I wasn't that impressed.
The side stuff where it's kind of like him struggling to have a relationship with MJ is a little. It's just eh.
Wait, her name's not MJ.
It is, yeah.
What? Really?
Did you watch the? Yeah.
I don't even remember her being called MJ.
Wait, only at the end.
Is it the
only
same?
At the very end of Homecoming, she says that.
Call me MJ.
That's literally what she says.
She looks at the camera and she goes, "Wink, wink, wink."
Yeah.
Fucking see you next movie, loser.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah. That's kind of. I mean, that's not the side plot. That's the main plot. I mean, that's.
Oh my goodness.
That's the main
I mean, I know, but
thing running concurrently. I like the suits.
Well, I was a little confused because in every comic, MJ's white with red hair, and I'm like, it threw me off. I was like, I remember that from Homecoming.
That was
probably because I skip all the endings of Marvels.
Yeah.
And then they kissed.
I thought the side plot where he wants to date MJ.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
There were a couple funny moments that I was like,
so drawn out.
It did.
That's why her name was Michelle in Homecoming.
Yeah, that's what they kept referring to her as. All
right. Yeah. Okay. So they did a switcheroo and it worked.
They did. Yeah. It was weird.
Oh, that's supposed to be Mary Jane Watson. What would you give it on a?
Oh, on a scale?
Yeah.
Like, I hate doing scales because then I have to like.
Well, compared to the rest of Marvel.
To the rest of Marvel, it's a. B-.
Okay.
But the problem is that Marvel is like they rarely have.
Meant, like, what movie would you compare it to?
Oh, compare it to?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's tough.
You know where I would put it?
Gaps are really.
I would put it near Doctor Strange, kind of on that level.
To me, it's like an Iron Man 2. Yeah. Doctor Strange.
Maybe if you like Spider-Man, it might be more higher on the list.
Yeah.
But, people are saying, oh, this is a game changer for Marvel.
Wait, Spider-Guy? They're saying the new
like,
Spider-Man
oh,
is?
it's the next Thor Ragnarok or something.
No,
like
it's not the next Thor
I'm like,
Ragnarok.
no.
See, there's like a special
ain't.
tier for like Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, Endgame.
I know.
Like,
It's
I wouldn't
crazy.
even put Endgame up there.
no? Oh, well.
I don't. I the more I think about it, I'm not sure I liked Endgame.
It is all fan service. As a film, it doesn't really... As a film by itself, it doesn't work.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
why
Maybe
I like
I'd
it, though.
I'd
Because
have
it's
to-
a film that only works because it's got 10 other fucking years worth of shit to
Yeah.
follow up to back it up.
It's like it's reading the final chapter in a book.
Exactly.
It might be the shittiest chapter, but you're like, oh my god, they're about to
Yeah.
kiss.
You read the last
You know?
Harry Potter book and you're like, what the fuck?
I've never even read the Harry
Exactly,
Potter books.
but I'm just
To be
saying.
fair, though, the ending of Harry Potter is actually
Is it good?
Actually, it's kind of like Marvel.
They're the same
Holy
thing, dude.
Kind of, because he hunts the Deathly
The-
Hallows through the last 3 books. Kind of.
Okay.
He's also learning about them. Kind
I don't
of.
know what the fuck to do.
I know. We gotta make you watch those films.
I just like the idea that the Iron mask flips up and it's Daniel Radcliffe. His teeth.
He's
He doesn't.
the next
He's just.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Did you
Is there anything big related to the MCU in it?
Yeah, I think the end credit scenes.
Yes.
What is it?
So.
I
yeah.
love the first end credit scene.
Dude, that was the only reason I really actually liked the movie.
What is
that
it?
was like that made everything. That wrapped everything
Okay,
together.
Tell it.
J.K. Simmons, dude. They brought him back. They brought him back! What? I was like, what? Yeah, I was like, oh my god! I almost got out of my chair and was like, ah!
Yeah, people in the crowd were like, yeah!
Dude, I started clapping. I was like,
What?
People
they
were-
fucking did it.
What?
They fucking did it. I don't
Dude,
know.
I'm excited
Dude,
right now.
it was awesome. It, like, it's great.
And
It's,
what they set up for the next one, too. So it's J.K.
Right.
Simmons.
so it's basically like what happened at the very end before Spider Guy, whatever, fights and beats Mysterio. Mysterio apparently, like, leaked
My
a...
fucking belt just broke.
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, that's no good.
What the fuck?
Oh. Oh, no.
God damn, guess I need better belts.
You need some duct tape?
Fuck that, I just won't wear it anymore. Fucking dumb piece of
But
shit.
either way, Mysterio reveals Peter Parker's identity, and then
Oh, okay.
it's J.K. Simmons like going over the new. He's like a, what would you say, like he's like a
You know what he
news
reminds?
anchor.
He's just like an Alex Jones.
Yeah, he's like Alex Jones. Is how they've done it.
Yes.
So it's basically like
It's
yeah.
the same font, it looks like.
Yeah.
And he's like, Spider-Man's a menace!
Oh my god.
That's literally
And
it.
he's like,
He's a menace.
And his name is Peter Parker.
yeah, and his name is Peter Parker, and he's trying to be the new Iron Man. So he's killing people, to do that. And
Could you imagine?
and it sets it up perfectly where, like, I don't even know how they're going to do the next
Dude,
one.
I don't even know if it should be J.K. Simmons as just himself as Jake Jonah Jameson fighting Spider-Man. Like I would love that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
That's
god.
that's the only reason why I'm like, you know what? I
Spider-Man.
watch.
He's turning the freaking
Dude.
frogs gay.
That would be.
They're going to have a moment in the next one where he...
They better. I
He
swear to
better
God.
tell people that he's turning the freaking frogs
if-
gay.
If he's not like a main character in the next, not even the next Spider-Man movie, the next MCU.
If he's
fucking
not
film,
in every MCU film.
He's the next
Right.
Thanos.
dude, yes. Oh my god.
Thanos.
They're menaces.
Shut the fuck up, John!
He just snaps, but he doesn't have any gloves on.
he just snaps and all newspapers fly out. like just like tendrils and it wraps him up. Oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny.
And then
With the power of the truth, you are all dead. Yeah, he's my boy. I
Dude,
was
I
so
loved it.
happy.
Oh
dude,
my
I was
God.
like, that was great.
I will
That was
probably.
worth the price of admission.
I will probably.
I'm gonna watch every Spider-Man. Yeah, at least
Just-
every Spider-Man,
and
just for him.
It sucks that I have to. They wrote me back in with J.K.
It
Simmons,
sucks. Dude, it sucks.
They knew it. They're like, oh, people are gonna be mad.
Yeah,
How do we bring him back?
J.K. Simmons.
our ultimate
Like
weapon.
it was really only like a 4-second clip of him.
No, yeah, it was just like he reveals the identity, and everyone's like, oh, it's a boy.
Yeah.
It's just a boy.
It's
you
just a
know?
kid.
He's just a boy.
Yeah,
And he's evil, and
Yeah.
everyone's like freaking out.
and then it
Alright.
cuts to black.
And then what's the second one?
This one
that
was a
one
little
sucked.
weird. It kind of The only reason it really sucked was because it connects to Captain Marvel.
Oh, God.
So basically what happens is it's like, it's just Nick Fury and Maria Hill in a drive-in. And then it turns out they were Skrulls, which I kind of liked, but then the second I was like, the only reason they're in the MCU is because...
Wait, hold on. The Skrulls are gone. Remember?
No, apparently not.
No.
Apparently they came back.
No.
And now it's Ben...
it's the same actors, too.
Yeah, what's his name?
That are the main Skrulls.
I forgot his name. What's his name?
Ben
Mendelsohn. Is there a reason for it?
It's basic... Well, they kind of explain it. He, turns back into Skrull form because he was pretending to be Nick Fury the whole time. He calls Nick Fury. He's like, yeah, the kid or whatever. He's like, so he's cool or whatever. And then it cuts to Nick Fury on a spaceship in the middle of fucking nowhere, and he's like, "All right, people, let's go. We gotta get moving." And then it's just like,
yeah, and it makes me think about the repercussions of that scene. How many times has Nick Fury been a Skrull?
Here's the thing. The thing is the original idea for the Skrulls was, which is why people were excited when they heard in Captain Marvel there were going to be Skrulls, because they're like, because in the comics they're like, who is going to be a Skrull? Because I think it was there were superheroes who were Skrulls.
Yeah, it's like an extinction event. It's literally a big thing in the comics where half of the superheroes were Skrulls.
The Skrulls are supposed to be enemies, antagonists.
Yeah, they are
in the comics. Yeah, but now, apparently now.
I think Captain Marvel really fucked up the Skrulls.
They did.
Because especially with that scene, if they were just like, and they're gone, everyone would be like, boo! But now they're like, boo!
Yeah.
See, I would love it if they were they revealed to be Skrulls and they had sinister intentions.
Yeah.
But here they're they had a shitty comedy joke where he's like, "Oh, I didn't know Jake Gyllenhaal was a villain. He really tricked me there." Yeah. And then they're driving away and Nick Fury's on the
fucking
spaceship.
The only reason I liked it was just because it was this. It felt like a completely different Nick Fury. It really did.
He did, yeah.
I was
the entire movie.
Yeah, I was like, that feels like that's not normally. He's normally smarter.
And he's normally a massive douche in this one for some reason.
Yeah, and it's just that doesn't make.
He's
sense.
usually
he's usually just kind of like a guy who's like,
but he's always,
I need you, so I don't care about you. We just needed to get this shit done.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, he's just like, I need you, but I'm also going to torment you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But, it was...
Well, now I'm definitely out.
So just don't watch that.
I'll be curious to see what they do for Phase 4. I'll probably just read about it for the most part. But if I were them, I would have, done the Secret Wars.
They should have.
I so wish they didn't do that, because could you imagine that after Endgame? It'd be the next phase, you know. It would be, and it'd be something set up in Captain Marvel that they exist, and she never got to Earth, right? Let's put it that way. But she's like, oh, I've heard of Thanos, I must go help Earth or some bullshit, blah 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 blah, and then have her help the amount she did in Endgame. And then you just and there was fighting Skrulls at the beginning, but then they're kind of trickle out, and then you're like, oh, well, what happened to the Skrulls? And then Endgame comes, everybody's like, fuck the Skrulls.
Yeah.
And this one comes out, and it's like, everybody's a Skrull. And now you're like, who the fuck's a Skrull? Who's not a Skrull? Maybe Iron Man was a Skrull, and he's still alive.
He's still alive, dude.
See, I'll be curious. I think the one thing that the movie also disappointed me on, and we can wrap this up after.
I think it was Secret Invasion, not Secret Wars. Secret Wars is a different thing. Okay. Sorry.
Was the fact that they were establishing this multiverse thing with Jake Gyllenhaal.
No.
But then they kind of canceled it.
No, yeah.
But
because he was just pretending. He was just it was a fucking.
He was pretending there was a multiverse.
Yeah, well, because he was trying to trick people that I'm a new hero from a multiverse. Because he was just trying to pretend to be a hero.
But I kind of want.
I would have liked that
as a writer, thinking about him, that's how they could introduce the X-Men.
A lot of shit, yeah.
Or something.
I think they still can.
No.
I don't think by them going, hey, it's a multiverse, but then he's like...
Here's the thing with the X-Men, and I think I've talked about it in the same room, in fact, again and again.
Yeah,
is that the World War II is a big deal for the X-Men, because the main bad guy is a Holocaust survivor. It's hard to have a guy with those kind of sympathies who's not a Holocaust survivor. What was the last genocide that you can think of? Anybody could be affected by.
Oh, you mean
it'd have to be, unless they made Magneto African.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which they won't do.
They might.
They might. I'd actually, as long as it's like the same character, just right? race bended. I don't know.
I can do that. Yeah.
But if he was like Rwandan. I guess Rwandan. Yeah, that could have worked.
I think the way they canceled that, they're like, oh no, that whole multiverse thing. That's
Well, I don't think it's like a cancel. I think it's just the fact that they're like, it's just he's not from an actual different one. But I think the possibility's still open.
And they lessen the impact of the multiverse, I think, just by doing that.
Just saying that.
In my opinion. Because then
they did. If they do ever decide to introduce the idea of like, hey, yeah, there's different universes with other people in it, and it's like, what? Wait, what? Like, didn't we establish that that's not a...
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I don't know.
So count me out of the MCU. Yeah. For reals.
The only joke that really got me was when they get on the plane and he's... Because this is, obviously it's post-Endgame. But so there was a 5-year gap from the end of Infinity War. I guess the beginning of Endgame, there was a 5-year gap or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's a joke where the teacher's just like, so my wife pretended to fake vanish on me? He's like, I thought she was dead for 5 years. Turns out she just ran off with some dude. And I was like, what? And he's just like, I was like, that was the fuck? Because it came out of nowhere. Damn. And he's just telling it to his student. And it's like, what?
Damn. That's some realistic writing.
That's what I was like. I was like,
crazy bitch out there would do that shit.
That's what I was like, wow, that's actually kind of smart comedy. They actually took something and made it...
Yeah, and I thought it was clever, too, how they established the people that disappeared come back, and everyone's aged. I thought they would never address
the people that didn't.
Yeah.
That got vanished, or I guess...
So over the 5 years they didn't they didn't age?
They didn't age while they were vanished, but the other people did. So there was like a thing where there's like a short Asian kid, and like he comes back and he's like a 19-year-old ripped dude or whatever.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of clever, the way they
the way that they kind of explained how some of that stuff worked in terms of the vanishing and stuff like that. The beginning with the
school news.
That was great. Dude,
yeah.
I was like, because they start with an in memoriam of like, but it's like a student made. So it's just like stock photos of like
Iron
Man and shit.
And Captain America.
They're just blurry, like 480p.
They're like, I will always remember you, or love you song playing in the background.
Yeah,
dude, Houston, dude.
Dude, when that started up, I was like, this is great.
That's pretty.
It set the tone for the film, and I liked that because I was like, this film better not be continuing the Endgame kind of seriousness because I was like, I don't want my Spider-Man.
Sony knows that'll never sell.
Yeah. They're like, we tried it once. Topher Grace did not do so well.
I want to go read the comics of the fucking Skrulls.
Yeah, I think it's called Secret Invasion. Not Secret Wars. Secret Wars is something else. Secret Wars is probably actually what they are leading up to, which is Beyonder shows up and he's just like, why don't we I'm going to make a planet called Battle World. It's called Battle World. And I'm like, that's fucking cool. And he's just like, I'm going to take all the heroes and put them there and see what happens. All the heroes and villains. So,
dude, Marvel gets the fucking... I like how Marvel, they'll get a random stick up their ass and be like, yeah, Battle Word. That makes sense. Write that down.
And apparently Keanu Reeves is not rumored, but they've been talks of him showing up in the MCU. So he's just gonna show up in everything, dude. He's in everything.
The Keanu Renaissance.
Dude,
Keanu Renaissance.
I'm kind of okay with it, you know.
I don't know.
John Wick. Cyberpunk.
I was a fan of Keanu Reeves before everyone else was a fan of Keanu Reeves.
That's what Chase is saying, too.
I loved him when I grew up, and now everyone's like, oh, I love him too. It's like, come on. Unless you've seen Bram Stoker's Dracula, you don't love Keanu Reeves.
The only reason why is because a lot of people watch John Wick 3, and then they're like, oh, he's also in Toy Story, and now he's in Cyberpunk.
And he's in Fortnite. Wait, he's in Toy Story?
Yeah, he's in Toy Story 4. Dude, it's the year of Keanu Reeves. He's in everything. He's in everything for the next century.
You're wrong. It's the Keanu Renaissance.
Yeah, dude, I'm happy with it.
McConaissance, that's what they call it, Matthew McConaughey, back in 2014.
Yeah.
When everyone's like, oh, he's awesome.
Yeah. Now it's...
I don't know if Keanu Reeves...
Duke Kaboom.
If it'll hold. It might. If he shows up in the MCU, even if he's just like a dude in the background, if he just plays Keanu Reeves,
the cast for Toy Story 4 is ridiculous. They got Carl Weathers in there.
Yeah, dude, they got everybody.
Fuck. Jeff Garland.
Yeah, so hopefully, honestly, if he does show up, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
but
Marvel.
Yeah, they're trying to. That's the
Bill
supposed
Hader?
thing that they're going to lead up to is Secret Wars. So.
Fucking who's not in Toy Story 4? Jesus.
And then what else was on the agenda?
That's it.
Yeah.
But we wanted to talk about.
Oh, actually, I watched Stranger Things season 3.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
It's been 2 days.
I woke up really early on July 4th.
I watched.
And I skipped through most of it. It's
I haven't
really.
gotten to watch any of it.
I watched 3 episodes of it.
It's all right.
It's okay. Not as good as the first season.
It doesn't have as good character writings as both the seasons.
Tell me this. Does the first minute already have the what's it called? The catalyst for the whole thing? Is the first minute like there's a monster that comes out of the portal or whatever? Is that exactly it?
Yeah. It's Russians.
That's
goddamn
it's
commies.
Russians now? Oh, I didn't
it's
guess
actually
that.
I really like it, but the writing's not as good as the others. Everything else is really good. Like the CGI got even better.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I dislike the ending, specifically one part of the ending because it seems.
We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, it's
I
just.
need to watch the whole
thing.
Yeah.
It's not the ending I think is pretty dumb. The what do you call it the end credit scene dumb. Actually all the new side characters, like they have this black Lucas's little sister, fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Stole the show every scene.
Okay.
She's great. The new chick that what's his name?
Does he work? I know you're
The
talking
girl
about.
who works at the ice cream shop. She's really cool.
Yeah, I like her too.
And she gets better development too. But I think I have to rewatch the last episode because I think they forgot a plot line, like completely.
Okay.
Because it goes. It's not even talked about in the last episode, so that's why I'm like.
I have a feeling that this show, it doesn't have the, like, a meaty enough.
It doesn't have the it
As it
did.
used to?
No.
Yeah.
And it's the
Because it's
fact-
gone on for 3 seasons.
The fact that
Well, and then 11 doesn't speak like a retard anymore, which is really it's even
It
more
throws you
off-putting.
off.
well,
Because I didn't see Godzilla, so I've never seen her speak normally.
okay.
And so in this season, she's like, blah 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 blah, and I'm like,
That's weird.
although she still doesn't. They tried to make her. Like, they have this scene in the beginning where it's like, it says something like, how do good English? And I was like, oh, that's funny. And then she speaks good, and I'm like, oh. But she still doesn't understand everything.
Oh, okay.
So, she'll say, so it's like her normally speaking, but then she'll say, like...
What does that mean?
Abbreviated sentences. Like, caveman sentences.
Oh,
like,
okay. Right. Broken English.
Yeah. Just very... But it's not... It's weird.
Yeah. I just don't know.
And then it's all very melodramatic for a lot of it until the last 2-3 episodes.
Okay.
It's only 8 episodes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they're all an hour long.
I mean...
So it's all pretty melodramatic till then.
Is there the best episode of the bunch? What's the best of the 8, would you say?
I watched it like a movie, so...
Oh.
I watched it all in one sitting.
So would you say, like...
I would actually say the last 3 episodes are just better because it's... I mean, for me, because it's just so melodramatic.
Okay.
Well,
it's teenage bullshit.
The problem...
I've been a teenager. I don't want to know more.
Yeah.
The problem I had with
Although,
the first...
there's so much music that's, like, copyrighted music. There's so much of
They
it.
got a bigger budget.
I can't... That's actually spoilers. But the villain stuff, it's not just commies, but...
Okay.
They do play into it, and everything's pretty good. Comedy's on par.
Okay.
There's a scene that had me rolling, just because of how... Just thinking about it, I'm laughing, because it's just so ridiculous in the grand scheme of things. I'm not sure if you guys will find it funny, but I found it funny. A lot of it's pretty funny, but melodramatic.
Rock on.
So I was watching episode 3 last night, and I thought the amount of characters that they had doing separate things was just so overwhelming to me.
Oh.
That I was just getting lost at points, like...
And then even on the... when, because all the lines gotta meet up, they do it terribly.
Okay.
Oh, so bad. It's literally off-screen, where they all meet up. Yeah, that's what I said. But after that, it gets good again.
It's better.
Well, I'm still gonna watch it. I like the characters.
It has like 3 antagonists now that I think about it. It's pretty... I like most of the characters.
Yeah.
Some of them don't have many lines. Like, Lucas, not Mike, Will.
Well, Will's been kind of...
He's always silent, but he's useless.
Been backseated.
He's useful in the beginning, but then he's just...
Yeah. Out of all the kids, though, he's kind of the worst.
And then Mike's older sister and her boyfriend are just there. Although they do like this... I don't like her plotline at all. Theirs, I guess. I don't like it at all.
Oh, yeah.
It's really... It's really girl powery.
Oh.
Also, 11 is the best. And, like, she is... I don't want to call her Mary Sue.
Oh.
But she does everything.
Okay.
So, does it bother you that
she's
awesome?
I mean, it doesn't bother me as much as I'm like, I wish there was other characters that did things.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because there's certain scenes where I'm like, where people, like, it feels like the writers forgot there were other people in the room. Like, where everyone's standing in a corner and she's sitting in the middle and they're doing CGI stuff and I'm like, other people can move too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm always, you'd be like, oh, they're scared. I'm like, this isn't their first rodeo. This is the third season.
This is the third time.
They've encountered these monsters so much.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's free. Or, not free, but, you know, it's on Netflix.
You pay for Netflix and everybody has Netflix. Some people don't even pay for Netflix, like me.
Everyone will watch it.
Yeah.
Good or bad, and...
It's pretty good.
Yeah, alright.
It's better than most shit.
I'll check it out.
I still gotta watch not Neon Genesis. Evangelion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anime bullshit.
I watched a little bit of it.
It's crazy.
I don't like the main character.
Oh no, you're
He's
not supposed to.
A little bitch.
Well,
he has
anime.
to be. He has to be one of the biggest little bitch characters I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
On film.
Shots.
On film, TV, media in general.
Oh really?
He's just the worst. Like every time I see him, I just get angry.
No, that's my problem. Is I really just want to watch it for the animation, not actually for the characters.
Oh, the animation.
See, the way Stefan feels about the main protagonist of that one is how I feel about every fucking anime.
No, the thing is, like we have a very American point of view going into this. You know, because we're not normal weebs. We're American bred. Like, we're not, like, when we sit there, we're not like, oh, I better go put on my kimono and get my katana to watch my fucking anime. We sit there and we're like, what's a good fucking anime? And then we watch, like, a mecha thing, you know. Blood Iron Orphans is a great one. That's a fucking American anime right there.
It sounds, Blood Iron Orphans sounds fucking badass.
They're slave children, and they just go into battle on mechs as slave units. They just throw them at, like...
That sounds
it's just
cool.
Like World War I infantry.
That's pretty cool. That's actually kind of fucking cool.
And it's so cool. That was actually really cool.
The main character in the anime, episode 1, he's just like, he's given an opportunity to basically save the entire city, and they need him. And he's like, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm scared. And they're just like, and then they're like gonna wheel out some injured person on a stretcher to go into the mech instead of him. And I'm like, this kid is the worst. And he's the worst throughout the entire show.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm 8 episodes in.
It gets even worse because I'm not sure if it's both the love interests, but
both?
One of them at least is based off
her
genetics are based off his mom.
What? This is why I don't watch anime.
And she looks exactly like his mom. Yeah, no. Evangelion is... It's special.
Yeah.
See,
go home and watch
you tell me about, like, the slave baby people, and then I hear that shit. I don't even know what they are.
Slave baby!
Isn't that what they are? They, like, put a baby that's a slave in a mech, and it's just like...
Children.
Gaga. Oh, same thing.
Gundam's weird, but...
Okay.
Blood Iron Orphans is fucking awesome.
See, that sounds cool, but then you say something like that, and I'm like, I don't watch anime.
No, Evangelion's a little weirder, but I'm there for the hand-animated animations.
I'll finish it. I'm just busy.
Will you watch the movie and the redone episode 1?
I just watched to episode 7.
Well, there's two more.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten to those yet.
Well, I'm pretty sure one of them is just a revamped episode 1, redone, and then the other one I think is the end.
Okay. Maybe I'll watch that.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it 12 or 24?
It's 26 episodes.
Oh shit, the big boys.
The big end.
Yeah, that's a double decker right there.
It's the 24-ounce steak right there.
Out of those, what, 20. How many? It's an hour per.
No, it's like
25
minutes.
minutes.
Oh, it's 25 minutes. So
Yeah.
what does that equate to?
It's like
I don't even.
How
half a
long?
day.
22 minutes, maybe.
they're
What,
they're
22
like
minutes?
22 minutes almost always.
So divide that by 3 and you get. What do you get?
An hour, almost. So
No.
3 times 26.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So 26. Well, you do 26 divided by 3, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. Why can't I do that? Why am I lost?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Did you just do that?
8 and 2s.
Oh, so why am I? Yeah, so it's
So it's
basically
8
almost
hours.
9. Well, it's like 8.
It's about 9 hours.
That's
yeah,
my
almost 9
boy.
hours. Whoa.
Fuck
that's
you!
nice.
You didn't do
He
shit.
did
I had to
it.
count it out of my fingers.
Yeah, well, because like my brain is fried.
Fucking
So it's
college
9 hours.
educated. College educated.
No, not. I never said educated. Went to college, but I never got educated. I just went there. I just sat in a chair. No, what was it? 2. So what? How many hours of that do you think you could just cut because there's just times
dude.
where.
Oh, dude, I jump around anime so much because it's like character starts whining,
Yeah, I was about to
back
say.
to fighting. Character starts whining. That was a good 5-minute episode.
Okay, yeah, like if you
'Cause
could
that's
take
how
the
they
time
all go.
between
It's
and
always
some
like
dude winds up and
character whining.
commences an attack before
Fight.
it hits.
And you have to go through. Well, that's shonen manga. That's shonen shit, but that's kind of how it is. All right, we're fucking. This is long
Oh
enough.
wait, but do we want to talk about
About what?
Knives Out
Oh,
fuck!
yeah. Let's make it quick though.
Real
Right,
quick.
what's his name?
real quick?
The ruiner of Star Wars, the destroyer of canon.
So-
Ryan Johnson.
Objectively speaking,
What are your thoughts on it?
If you did not watch Star Wars,
Yeah.
would you
Knives
like?
Out.
Yeah.
Would you be more interested in it?
I
or-
thought I was like, oh, this is cool. Until something caught my ear. Actually, was Daniel Craig has a Southern accent.
Yeah.
And that caught my ear because it's literally the stupidest thing you could have ever done. And now I'm like, who? And then it's like directed by Ryan Johnson. I'm like, no.
God damn
Now I'm definitely going to watch that
Yeah.
bullshit.
Oh.
I don't know why they were so excited.
It was
to
really
advertise
up there.
Right.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
See, if I was them, I'd be like, yeah, I would include Looper and Brick in
Yeah,
his
with-
actually good movies.
yeah. With as decisive as why would they put it on there?
And it's like it's big text too, like Star Wars, and I'm like, I don't know. That's
yeah.
a very controversial one.
That's a very touchy
that's
subject.
that's like the same thing as like putting also starring Kevin Spacey because it's like wait a second, I know he's a good actor, but maybe no,
That's
maybe
fair.
no.
It's like having in big bold letters Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
I do
Oh,
want to
no.
see it.
I think it looks terrible.
Oh.
But I just want to see what happens.
Okay.
I'm interested. The trailer got me because I was just like, there's a lot of actors here.
There's a lot of good talent.
It could be really funny, or it could be a complete mess and also be funny.
because it's a mess.
I just think though we need more murder mystery.
Yeah, exactly. I like those films.
You know.
That aren't Agatha Christie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Something-
Like honestly, it'll just be a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, and even if I don't know, I need someone to itch that
Also,
scratch.
speaking of Daniel Craig, the new Bond film is in filming. Or, you know,
God.
he's almost ready.
I don't want to see it.
What?
I want
Because
to see.
Daniel
I
Craig
wanna
is
see
like,
it.
he's like, I don't want to do it. Because, like, I know he's going to do it, but I just don't want to see a man that's just like, like, it's just, his soul just dead.
I love the director.
Oh, who is it?
It's the guy that did the first season of True Detective, and
Oh.
he's like, I'm putting my head in the action ring,
Okay.
and he's
Hell
like,
yeah. I mean, I like Bond films. I've seen almost every one of them. So, I'm going to watch it.
But does watching the same one count as watching every single one?
No, I've
If
seen
you
almost
watch
every
No,
single
I
one.
know, I'm just joking. GoldenEye? 2,000
GoldenEye's
times.
okay. Here's the thing, though, is I don't even like GoldenEye that much.
But it is such a fun one to watch.
I mean, it's a good one, but I prefer the old, what's his name? Roger Moore.
Oh, Roger Moore.
oh, I
Oh my
love
God.
Roger Moore.
Live and Let Die.
Yeah.
The one where it's
I still
just,
can't get over Sean
it's
Connery.
so crazy. There's so many crazy Bond films.
Octopussy. That's another
Octopussy?
great one.
Fantastic. That's
Spy
actually,
Who Loved Me.
That's enough. Oh, they're just all so good. You know what's funny though? You know the first time I watched Octopussy?
What?
Right before my 5th grade trip. So I watch it, and then I go to bed, and I wake up, and I go to Virginia.
And then you hop on a plane.
Yeah, it was great. And so the entire time talking about Octopussy.
Yeah.
Guess who got in trouble on that trip?
This guy. Double thumbs.
Yeah. All right.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Good work.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
If you're out there,
We're back. Maybe.
I guess
We're back.